Somebody's got to find out what's happening to the kids. What's happening to them? What's happening? What's going on?
Heartbreaking mysteries of 7 missing children. 3 missing children after a day at the Thorpe Park. 3 missing children last seen in uniform. Gone without a trace. Help us find these 10 missing children.
How many children really go missing each year across nations of the world? More than the news would have you think. Reliable statistics regarding missing children are hard to come by, perhaps deliberately so. But we know officially that hundreds of thousands of children go missing every year, many of which are never heard from again.
And it is rampant. I keep using that word, but it is. People don't realize. What happens is people think or relate the number of children that go missing every year to the number of times we see a story on the news that a child is missing and everyone's trying to find them. That is the tiniest tip of the iceberg. Hundreds of thousands of children go missing in America every year. I've rung the states because they don't have federal figures, tell you how many cars went missing federally, but not children. They said you've got to ring the states. I rung a load of states years ago now. I said, how many children go missing every year? How many children went missing last year? And I added the figures up. What? Never seen this on the news, hundreds of thousands. Some of them are found, some of them have explanations. Not all, nothing like.
A new administration coming in, I've heard some comments by some of the nominees, because as has been stated, there's at least, I think 320,000 is the number that I've heard here in the United States.
DHS issued a report stating the number lost UACs was not 85,000, it was over 320,000.
Trafficked, exploited, and the staggering 320,000 missing migrant children.
How could they tell us 300,000 kids could not be accounted for? Can't find them. And they brought them from different parts of the world into the United States. Okay, so where are they? I can't find them? What do you mean? We're not talking about 3,000 or 30,000. What do you mean you can't find them? That many kids, you can't find them? They have the records, they brought them in. Over a period of time. Where are they? Can't find them.
When you hear the number, 320,000 missing children can be hard to wrap your mind around what a figure like that might look like. I need you to understand the full scale of this operation so you can comprehend how corrupt our government really is. The video you are watching on the screen is Michigan University's football stadium called the Big House, the largest football stadium in America with a seating capacity of 100,000. If we take 3 of those stadiums and we set them side by side, this will give you a great visualization of what 323,000 missing children would look like. On August 19th of 2024, the Office of Inspector General and the Department of Homeland Security released a report that stated HHS had taken custody of over 448,820 UACs. UAC stands for Unaccompanied Alien Child. These are children that arrive at the U.S. border without a parent. Next, we have the Office of Refugee Resettlement, ORR, is ran by Robin Marcos. If we swing over to ORR's website, we can find the unaccompanied children released to sponsors state by state. On the left, you will see the state. At the top, you will see the year, 2015 all the way to the left, and up to July 2024 on the right. If we scroll down to the bottom of the page, we can see the total number of unaccompanied migrant children who came across that border without a parent. The first number I have highlighted is 2020. During Trump's last year as president, only 16,837 UACs arrived at the border without a parent. Not one of those 16,837 children were released to an unvetted sponsor. Under the Trump administration, every child that arrived at the border was DNA tested. The only way a child could be released to an adult is if the parent took a DNA test. Fast forward 1 year, Biden takes office, and the numbers explode by 639%. In 2021, 107,646 UACs arrived at the southern border. In 2022, 127,447. 2023, 113,495. And last but not least, 88,515 UACs arrived at the southern border as of July 1st, 2024. Since Joe Biden took office and Kamala Harris was appointed the border czar, 437,103 migrant children ranging in age from 0 to 17 were delivered to Border Patrol agents by Mexican cartels. That's an average of 124,886 children per year that arrive at the U.S. border in search of the American dream, only to find out that they've been sold into the American nightmare. Over a 3.5-year period, HHS is admitted to losing 323,000 migrant children. 323,000 divided by 3.5 gives us roughly 92,857 per year.
How can they not find 300,000 kids? Because a lot of them were used for sacrifices. And they don't want you to hear this. You see, in this day and time, absolutely. Absolutely. It's happening around the world.
Since ancient times, children have been the preferred sacrifice of strange gods and demonic deities. The Bible warned Ammonites against making their children pass through the fires to Molech. These same practices are still practiced today. According to Satanist Aleister Crowley, a male child of perfect innocence and high intellect is the most satisfactory and suitable victim for sacrifice.
12 years old girls are big, more or less. They've been known to get down to 10, but they usually start at 12 or 13 and go to 25. And for the people who like to hitchhike, this is how they pick them all up. And of course the police will just tell the parents the kids run away from school. They use them for sexual and for sacrifice, human sacrifice. The LA County Sheriff's Department has a very secret undercover thing. I don't even know if you can find out if it exists, but I talked to them. It's called the Occult Squad. They told me in '73 that they found 35 bodies of girls in Los Angeles County that year that they knew to be human sacrifice, which they listed as rape cases to people in the public. The statistics that came in so far this year are close to 125. The year's not even over. Now that's girls that have been used for human sacrifice. And if you'll notice, there's quite a few rape cases that happened around Halloween that are in the news right now. And from what we can find out, the circumstances of each death fit human sacrifice. But you'll never hear it, that's the reason.
The body of the missing